forgive me, friend. Can you forgive me, friend, for breaking us apart? 'Cause in the end, I didn't want this to end. Can you forgive me, friend, forgive my ugly heart? And I guess that we don't mean to be falling apart, but you will always have a special place in my heart. I never wanted this to end. Can you forgive me, friend?
Welcome to the Robert F. Savitt chapter of the National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. I would like to give a special welcome to the superintendent of our schools, Dr. Lorna Lewis, along with all the central administration here tonight, including Dr. Vincent Muliari, Mr. Richard J. Cunningham, Dr. Mary T. O'Mara, and Mr. Chris Donnarumma. I would also like to welcome the Board of Education, including Mrs. Debbie Bernstein, Mr. Seth Greenberg, Mrs. Ginger Lieberman, Mrs. Tara Rock, Mrs. Lauren Sackman, and Mrs. Susan Stewart. A special thank you to our principal, Mr. Murray, and all the other administration and faculty present tonight. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Plainfield Old Bethpage Choir, directed by our very own inductees.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the brave.
I'd like to now introduce the President of National Honor Society, Ethan Letter.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I genuinely want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to sit down and listen to this induction. This is a big achievement in all your lives, and you all should be very proud of yourself. This isn't necessarily how I would have been hoping to give my speech to the incoming class. However, we have to play with the cards we are dealt with. But what's most important here is that everyone is safe and healthy, and for that, I am truly grateful. It was just about a year ago that I was in your seats, anxiously waiting to be inducted to the National Honor Society. But the thing I was most anxious about was finding out if I'd gotten the position I would run for, Vice President of Community Service. It has been tradition for National Honor Society since its start to announce the board live at induction night, and I sat nervously for the entire induction until the very end of the night when it was time for them to read off who got what position. After a few minutes, I finally hear, and the Vice President of Community Service is, and it wasn't me. I was so upset, but I knew that the world would go on. I was in the midst of texting my mom, who was in the crowd, and my dad, who was sitting at home watching the news, because I may have told him not to come, because I didn't really think I was going to get the position. When I heard the president go, and the new president for the class of 2019 to 2020 is Ethan Letter, I dropped my phone and I stood up with the most shocked look on my face. I walked to the front of the stage confused, thinking this has to be a mistake. I didn't even run for president, but I wasn't. After induction, I remember walking over to Miss Verdi with one word: how? She told me that she and the board saw something in me, and they knew I was the perfect candidate to lead this honor society. That night will forever be a night to remember, not even because I got elected president, because it's proof that you should always believe in yourself, that anything is possible. And you know what? This is something I will bring with me for the rest of my life, and it's my advice to you guys, the class of 2020 to 2021. Anything is possible, and you guys should always believe in yourself. By no means is a society easy to partake in. It takes great responsibility, dedication, a significant work ethic, as well as scholarship, service, leadership, and character, which are the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. There will be times where the society may seem like too much to handle, but stick with it, as the benefits are so immeasurable. Trust me when I say this, anything is possible, and you can do anything if you just believe. A year from now, when you are the ones graduating, and you put that National Honor Society honor cord around your neck, you see that NHS seal on your diploma, it will be so happy of all you accomplished. And for those of you that ran for a board position, even if you don't get a spot, please know that each and every one of you is so deserving to be here. For those of you who will be sworn in as a member of our board, we couldn't be more happy to pass our legacy down to you. We can't even imagine all the great things that you guys will accomplish. For lack of better words, this year was definitely an odd one. The challenges we faced were unmatchable. However, the ways our community as a whole responded were remarkable. From people drawing rainbows and hanging them on their door, to the members of our community lining up down Old Country Road, to thanking the frontline workers, we gave it our all. When this all happened and school closed, we could have all just stopped giving back and not worried about completing our hours. But how would that have been? Would that have been what a leader does? We rose to the challenge and to the occasion, and as an honor society, we had to adapt to our current situation. I really think we did an exceptional job. We adapted our very successful one-to-one, in-person tutoring services throughout our community to online tutoring via digital platforms. We also offered a multitude of community service projects that our members could partake in, not only to complete their hour requirement, but to simply give back to our community. Students had the opportunity to donate food to local food banks, shop and deliver groceries to our elderly, deliver handmade masks to those in need, to write thank you letters to our teachers for Teacher Appreciation Week, send thank you messages to our frontline workers, and so much more. We adapted so well to the challenges at hand, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough. Last year at my interview for the board, I talked about all my past experiences working with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America in Anchorage, Alaska. This was through a community service program I partook in through my camp. It was such a great experience, and I became passionate about it. I knew from the start that when I begun my presidency, I would want to help out and help our local Boys and Girls Club in Hicksville. Way back in August, I reached out to the executive director of the Hicksville location, and we set up a date to meet. After a number of meetings, we talked about what our society could do to help them out. Throughout the year, we sent a number of our members to their events to volunteer their time, and I can happily say that they all came back raving about how great of a time they had working with those kids. But I wasn't satisfied with just this. I wanted to do more. As a result, I set up a meeting with the executive director and Ms. Verdi, where we could discuss doing something big for the club. We decided that we would host a massive fun night where we would play games, serve pizza, just get everyone we could get to come and raise money for the club. Unfortunately, that event was scheduled for May 15th and got canceled. However, I always look for the bright side of things. On the bright side, we got to help the Hicksville location in every way that we could. And we also established a great relationship with them that will be utilized for the many years to come. At the interviews this year, every single person that came to us with tons of great ideas planned, and I am so excited to see what kinds of things they have to leave, what kind of things they do to leave their mark and create their legacy in our chapter of the National Honor Society. Now it's time for the thank yous. Miss Verdi, where do I even begin? First off, given all the time I spent with you this year, I consider you to be my second mom. In my entire life, I have never seen somebody be so passionate about something than I've seen you and this society. It's truly remarkable what you do for this chapter and the hundreds of hours you put in. You have put this society under your wing and have transformed it into a powerhouse. People don't even realize the tremendous effort that goes into this, and after seeing it behind the scenes, I am so grateful to have had such a hardworking, loving, and dedicated advisor to work with. It can't even be put into words how much you mean to the society, and I thank you so much. Next, I would like to thank my board. Whether it was Max creating movies for us that could premiere on Hollywood, or Andrew working all day and night to perfect a brand new elementary tutoring program. All of you rose to the occasion and even exceeded expectations. The success of the whole chapter starts at a well-balanced and strong executive board. Thank you all for making this year so amazing. I would also like to thank every one of our graduating senior members. While many of you faced roadblocks this year when it came to completing your hours, the majority of you all overcame and gave it your all. I appreciate all your hard work, and this year wouldn't have been so successful without you. A graduating chapter logged in over 2,000 hours of community service this past year within the Honor Society alone. We offered roughly 985 hours of volunteer tutoring to students in our community. We raised just under $900 for Breast Cancer Society, $500 for the Alzheimer's Foundation, and right before the pandemic hit, we raised $10,000 to bring a company to our school to help package meals for the hungry on Long Island. Sadly, due to our inability to gather in large groups and health concerns, we were not able to do this amazing service project. So I'm asking you all to think about how we can give back and start finding ways to use this money to help our community and the people in need. The best part about this honor society is that you don't have to be a member of the board to have a voice. If you have any ideas, speak up and share. We're all in this together. We all have a voice in this society. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents. I'm sure they can tell you all the times I came home from an exhausting day after a National Honor Society event, and I sat down and I just complained of my sheer exhaustion, both mentally and physically. However, they gave me their unconditional love and support and just made me really believe in myself, and I couldn't have done this without them. So as I step down and pass on my legacy to a new group of students, I just want to remind you guys to keep believing in yourself and know that anything is possible. Nobody is perfect, and you all will face many challenges in your future, but never stop reaching for the stars and just believe. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I know you guys will make this National Honor Society, this year, National Honor Society's best year yet. Thank you.
Once again, welcome. Tonight is a time for award and recognition. It's a time we honor these juniors for their high school academic achievements and for their involvement in the community and school efforts. Finally, it is a night to applaud you, their parents and families, for your support and dedication to the POB school programs. The juniors we are inducting this evening will join a select group of young men and women around the country, as well as members of National Honor Society, which was founded in 1921. The society is not just an honor roll, but recognizes those juniors who have demonstrated excellence in the four main areas: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. I'd now like to introduce our faculty advisor, Miss Kelly Birdie.
Good evening. As I sit here tonight, streaming from my home, instead of talking in front of hundreds of you in our beautifully remodeled LGI, I keep thinking about how thankful I am that we're able to be with each other in this capacity tonight. The ability for us to host a virtual induction is an amazing accomplishment that speaks to the advancement of technology and our school district's ability to work together to move mountains. I think back to the 90s when I myself was inducted into the National Honor Society, and this would not have even been an option to participate in. While I wish we were all here in person together, it's important that we are all safe and healthy. Tonight is about you. Not only the members who will be inducted tonight, but you, the parents, you, the community, you, the members of the school, and the people who support our children to succeed every day. I'm here in my role as the advisor of this prestigious chapter of the National Honor Society to thank you and congratulate each of you for all that you have done. To our inductees, tonight you're going to hear what it means to be a member of NHS. You have worked very hard to get here. Your achievements in the realms of scholarship, leadership, community service, and character are being honored here tonight by your induction into this prestigious society. An honor such as this is a wonderful way for the school and community to recognize and celebrate the choices and sometimes the sacrifices you have made. But I believe that what should make you and your parents the most proud is not the actual honor itself, but what you had to do to get it. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. Any recognition is just the icing on the cake, not to be expected, but definitely to be enjoyed. The 4 requirements for membership in which you have excelled: scholarship, leadership, service, and character, were not chosen at random. They are the core of a fulfilled and fulfilling life. The most important thing to remember is that each of these characteristics are the sum of many individual decisions. They embody a positive attitude backed by purpose. The only way to achieve your purpose is to take small actions every day. In the end, they all add up. Scholarship is much more than just getting straight A's. It's a lifelong love of learning, and in the end, it's a sum of small choices. Each time you decide you want to learn something, the experience will be so rewarding that the next time becomes easier. Soon, learning becomes a habit. And at that point, your desire to learn makes getting A's easier while taking the focus off grades. The knowledge can still be hard to gain, but knowing you've mastered a difficult subject is an awesome reward. Suddenly, the world around you becomes richer, full of opportunities. Leadership is not about being elected or appointed to an office. The office does not teach someone how to be a leader. Leadership is an attitude cultivated over time. Are you one to stand up for what you believe in and face the music? Even when that music happens to be unpleasant? Do you have a purpose and follow that purpose to get the ends you desire? Do you have a vision? These are all questions that true leaders answer in the affirmative. But how do you become a leader? Each small decision you make takes you one step closer. Remember, the goal is not to get power, but to get your vision and your purpose across. Many see community service as a means to an end. Some might see it as a way to get service points while socializing, while others may view it as an unfortunate and often inconvenient necessity of high school life. But is that true community service? Once again, true community service is an attitude. Are you doing it for the right reasons? What I'm talking about is that in the end, when it's all done, you can look back and realize that you did something worthwhile, that you helped your fellow human in some way. Finally, character. If there is any one thing that is evidenced by your daily choices, it is your character. What do you do when no one's around? The teacher steps out of the room for a moment while you're taking a test after school. Do you look at your notes? Minimal chance of being caught. The answer to this question is the key to your true character. For while being honest and honorable while others are watching is important, being true to yourself is paramount. And in the end, these private day-to-day decisions will eventually reveal your true character to the world. All in all, are making tough choices worth it? Yes. I congratulate you for this honor. You are truly the best of the best. Enjoy yourself. We do not know what tomorrow will bring, and I'm sure we will have many challenges ahead as we navigate new ways of what one of the largest organizations in our school will look like as we return to school. But what we do know is that the members of the National Honor Society will always rise to the occasion and give back. They will serve as role models and leaders for their peers in the community. Members of NHS don't give up when things get tough. They give back. You are now members of this prestigious membership. It's time to rise up.
And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again.
At this time, I would like to introduce our Public Relations Secretary, Emily Maiselman, to discuss the Honor Society Credo.
Serving one another and the community is embodied in the motto of National Honor Society. Noblesse oblige. The phrase noblesse oblige stands for the nobility obliges with power and prestige, which comes great responsibilities. Being part of the National Honor Society is a special privilege. Once members are inducted, they are required to maintain their active membership status by upholding the standards of National Honor Society and fulfilling specific obligations. The membership in the Plainview of Bethpage chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by effective demonstration of the 4 virtues held in high esteem of the Honor Society. National Honor Society bestows 3 types of membership in their society. Active members, which the juniors sitting on stage will all be once you are inducted tonight. Alumni members, which is what you become once you graduate your senior year with National Honor Society honors. And lastly, honorary membership. Honorary members can be bestowed upon students or faculty and staff members in recognition of achievement and outstanding service rendered to the school in keeping with the purposes of the National Honor Society. This year, the Faculty Council and the Executive Board of the National Honor Society would like to recognize someone special who has gone above and beyond for this community, this school, and especially to our chapter here at POBJFK High School. We would like to appoint Miss Jacqueline Leary. Miss Leary, I love you so much, and I know our board loves you so much. We appreciate everything that you have done for us, everything you've done for the district, and I can now assure you that I know pre-calc so well, and I will be very prepared for college. So thank you for that. I would like to now appoint 4 officers to review each of our 4 pillars of virtues for the inductees. First, we will go over scholarship.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education is ended, for education only ends with life. Knowledge is one of the great elements in life, which leads to the high success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light which illuminates the future. Inductees join the charge to continually expand their worlds through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. The young men and women before you have demonstrated their dedication to scholarship by facing academic challenges head-on and maintaining the highest GPAs in their grade. I will now light the candle representing scholarship.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others and gives each one of us individuality. It is the force of character which guides one through life, and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choices. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must make a reality what we wish to appear in others by demonstrating such qualities as responsibility, honesty, and sincerity. We may hope to prove by example that we value character. The individuals who are being inducted tonight have shown exemplary traits that make them stand out from the rest of their peers. They do this by making choices to the best of their ability on a daily basis, and by taking the right steps necessary to correct any wrongdoing that might have occurred. They are truly unique individuals and excellent role models for the Plainview Bethpage community. I will now light the candle representing character.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will to go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffective without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantial change to each of our members and to the candidates. In addition to maintaining academic excellence, the students sitting before you have spent endless hours dedicated themselves to leadership roles in various clubs and organizations within the Plainview Old Bethpage community. These students are team captains, club officers, and influential members of various organizations outside of the school district. I will now light the candle representing leadership.
Service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of a day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without any monetary compensation or without recognition is a quality that we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. The selflessness of the group sitting before you is immeasurable. These ideal young men and women volunteer in soup kitchens, hospitals, and tutor students within the community. They also spread countless hours raising money and educating the public on various hardships that affect the members of their society. One of the most important services National Honor Society members provide to the community is tutoring others. Our members tutor other high school students as well as younger students in all grades. They tutor various subjects and sometimes help the younger students with their organizational skills. Community members have come to rely upon our students to assist their children. Many of our members take part in the tutoring service and they truly make a positive difference in the life of others. I will now light the candle representing service.
It is now time to call upon our newly inducted members to receive their certificates and accept their position as a member in the 2020-2021 National Honor Society's Robert F. Savitt chapter during the spring 2020 induction. Please help us in congratulating these new inductees as they accept their membership into this prestigious society. Will all inductees please rise? Hamza Abu Saab, Alyssa Altstater, Daniel Arkachov, Perry Azugi, Jake Barber, Idris Bedar, Or Ben-Dror, Sachin Bashan, Kasha Bhatia, Arushi Bhatia, Max Berger, Andrew Blobstein, Elijah Blum, Grace Bono, Leonardo Capri, Kelly Carbone, Matthew Carone, Innocenza Cataro, Ronald Cheng, Sarah Choi, Joshua Choi, Joseph Klein, Mia Colantuono, Erin Connolly, Jacob Cooperman, Juliana Corliss, Benjamin DeMarinis, Amnik Dev, John DiPieri, Graziella Deruba, Jordan Dorman, Spencer Dorff, Ethan Epstein, Michael Espinosa, Nicole Esposito, Lauren Aterno, Jenna Fabiano, Jake Feldman, Joshua Feller, Kenneth Fisher, Carly Friedman, Hannah Futterman,
Joseph Gamzo, Aaron Gardos, Jared Garfinkel, Bailey Germain, Victoria Giacobbe, Shayna Glatter, Haley Goldsmith, Rebecca Gomez, Kara Gordon, Avery Gordon, Archie Gore, Harrison Graff, Zeev Granov, Leah Greenberg, Amanda Grice, Sharon Grover, Danielle Hammerin, Jacob Hammerman, James Harchett, Teresa Harrington, Sarah Hecker, Garrett Herman, Samantha Hezekiel, Kayla Hindi, Jacob Horenstein, Robert Horn, Rebecca Horowitz, Emily Howell, Uta Ijichi, Madison Intrader, Ian Irushami, Melissa Israel, Angela Jabi, Andrew Jang, Ishan Jawar, Dylan Jiang, Amanda Kang, Lauren Kaplan, Morgan Kaplan, Samuel Karp, Lauren Kashkin, Stephen Katz, Samuel Kaufman, John V. Kaur, Samantha Keelan, Samantha Kenny, Gavin Kessler, Medea Calfin, Brendan Kazam,
Joseph Kim, Justin Kim, Terrence Kim, Kayla Kirschenberg, Chloe Kirschner, Dylan Klansky, Jared Klein, Lazar Knoll, Charles Knoll, Rachel Koppelman, Smit Kothari, Ananya Krishnamurthy, Noah Cool, Jordana Kunis, Jordan Coopersmith, Reese Cutton, Christian Lamantia, Brian Lee, Alyssa Lee, June Buckley, Julianne Lee, Rachel Lennett, Emma Levine, Allison Levitt, Jessica Levy, Sydney Lipner, Caitlin Liu, Erica Lopez, Evan Mandel, Matten Marcus Newman, Ariana Marino, Sophia Marlin, Jenna Martins, Ashi Mehta, Abigail Milgram, Alexa Miller, Alexa Mogul, Ido Mariah, Ian Moskowitz, Gurpreet Multani, Brooke Murphy, Sophia Nargentino, Riley Nathan, Flora Ing, Brianna Paoli, Evangelos Papadatos, Rachel Perlmutter, Jessica Pollack, Rebecca Prizand, Lila Purdy,
Hannah Quinton, Tyler Radish, Vishika Rath, Kristen Reagan, Daniel Riley, Jared Richmond, Brendan Roberts, Sally Rosenthal, Jonathan Rothschild, Jasbina Sabaharwa, Jordan Saltzman, Heather Sanborn, Caitlin Schiffer, Seth Schlenk, Jesse Shore, Minsuok Seo, Ian Sherman, Roman Shadukar, Haley Silberman, Dashmesh Sai, Emily Slaminski, Joseph Starr, Olivia Stern, Laurel Stenzeller, Ethan Strauss, Zahuar Seed, Jonoa Thompson, Eric Trihaft, Christopher Tizumpoulos, Keshav Udishi, Bailey Vader, Cindy Wang, Jack Warren, Jonathan Wasserman, Harold Watikin Fox, Jesse Weber, Kylie Weisenberg, Danielle Wicker, Jesse Wiggler, Justin Winauer, Marissa Wolson, Benjamin Yacht, Hepzibah Yo, Nathaniel Yu, Melanie Zachariah, Michael Zini, Rachel Zwang. Congratulations, all new NHS inductees.
Will the inductees please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat the following oath. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Thank you. You may be seated. We would like to now invite our esteemed principal, Mr. James Murray, to offer some words to our newly inducted members.
Good evening. Welcome, students, families, teachers, administrators, members of our central administration, and members of our Board of Education to this most special National Honor Society induction. I'm Jim Murray, proud principal of POBJFK High School. William Shakespeare once wrote, "How far that little candle throws his beams, so shines a good deed in a weary world." I cannot think of any better example of this ideal than that of the members of the National Honor Society. Each member acts as a beacon within their respective body of peers, with their actions standing as an example for others and their own selves, models of excellence and achievement. Every student participates in activities whose purposes are not rooted in self-interest, but in a desire to serve and improve lives of those around them. It is this inherent need to make a difference that is the mark of distinction for National Honor Society members. Our 188 inductees have taken the strength and determination and with the guidance and encouragement of their families, teachers, and friends have excelled. They have accepted the challenge of being role models for many of our younger students. They are the doers, not the watchers. On behalf of these students, I thank you, their parents and guardians. Your support, encouragement, and understanding have facilitated their success. As we bounce back from uncertainty during the challenges associated with COVID-19, this coming year will prove to be an important and most rewarding one for all newly inducted members and, of course, for our school community. I'm looking forward to seeing what you will do with your new membership. Congratulations, and remember, keep the flame that burns alive so that others may see. Good night.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You should be very proud of your children, who are the most distinguished in their grade. With your support and dedication, these students are on their way to achieving much success. It's customary at this time of the night that we announce our scholarships and the 2020-2021 Executive Board positions. Each year, the chapter works hard to raise money to offset 2 scholarship awards to graduating active members of the senior membership. 1 leadership scholarship is awarded to a member of the Executive Board who goes above and beyond their normal duties and responsibilities of that of their position. This year's recipient of the Robert F. Savitt Executive Leadership Scholarship is Kyle Chung. Congratulations, Kyle. It has been a joy working with you on the board this year. You have helped our chapter grow and learn and offer so many rewarding programs for our membership as well as our community. Your passion and energy has helped spearheaded so many wonderful opportunities for your leadership to shine. Once you graduate from POB, I know that you're going to do amazing things, whether it's in your college community, continuing in the POB community. I just know you're destined for greatness. In addition to our leadership scholarship, our general membership is awarded the opportunity to apply for a scholarship based on their contributions to the membership and their community during their senior year. This service-based scholarship was awarded this year to a member who participated in countless events with our membership and started his journey with our chapter packing backpacks with me this summer for the needy, and this was not an easy task as it was super, super hot. We were sweating for hours and hours doing this. I remember this tremendously. He was an integral part in the planning of the senior committee of the student government. He helped raise thousands of dollars during the COVID pandemic for Island Harvest, helped give back to our community in need. And this year's recipient of the NHS General Membership Scholarship is Atul Gera. Congratulations to both of you, gentlemen. Please reach out to me at nhs@pobschools.org so we can coordinate your scholarship information after the induction. To our new inductees, I encourage you to continue doing all you do. Continue to make a difference. Never stop making a positive impact on our school and community by embodying the characteristics of leadership, scholarship, character, and service. We expect big things from you in the following year. I would like to thank you all for joining us this evening to honor the accomplishments of these outstanding students, and I would especially like to thank all our distinguished guests. On behalf of our superintendent, the Board of Education, our principal, the administrative team, and the entire faculty, congratulations and good luck. Have a great night.
And I rise like the day, I rise up, I rise unafraid, I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I rise up, I like the waves, I rise up, in spite of the ache, I rise up.
Now, it's been a running tradition since the start of our chapter in 1993 to announce the board members of our new executive board live on stage during induction night. It's during this time that the outgoing officers swear in the new officers on stage and perform a candle ceremony and pinning ceremony that symbolizes the passing of the NHS torch that burns bright inside all of them. Due to the pandemic and our inability to meet in person, we are unable to fulfill this tradition that has been a POBJFK tradition for the past 27 years. The board and I racked our brain trying to figure out ways to make this happen and could not figure it out how to stream live announcements to 19 homes, students' homes during this live streaming broadcast. But with new situations, new regulations, and any setbacks in life grow new ideas, new traditions, and new opportunities. And we hope we'll continue this one for years to come. Our hope is our idea for the new pinning ceremony will continue on even if we do go back to the LGI for a face-to-face induction for spring 2021. We have decided to go live tomorrow on our social media feed for our first ever executive board reveal starting at 2:30 p.m. We hope that you will join us through Twitter, POBJFKNHS, at SPOBJFK, where we will be posting throughout the day as we reveal our board and surprise our newly elected members. We hope to see you there.